make a move when I drop this. Light up on my plate. How you think I'm gonna be great? Tell me who's in your top 10. Wanna hear my name, so I keep going insane. Yeah, I gotta get in the zone. Got money to hold, cause I got a son to feed. Even if I'm in the low, I still gotta go. It ain't always fun for me. I wanna wake up in homes and area codes. They living so comfortably. Had to just get on the phone and hit up K-Doza, queuing the drum machine. Let's, yeah, kick hitting like 3 cannons. Got bars, don't need Xanax. Foundation, my seeds planted. Couple years old, street standing. Did a show out in DC. Got me growing up like Green Lantern. In the house, I kick them out like Steve Bannon. In the game with my feet planted. Ain't going nowhere, I keep standing. I stay real, no rebranding. Y'all airheads like cheap candy. Cheap shots like weak brandy. Rolls Royce, then we vanish. In other words, I roll in R's, but no sir, I don't speak Spanish. Ay, I see the look of the doubt on their face. Counting the wins as I counting the days. Rounding the base. I hit it out of the park and then out in the space. I can't even calculate hourly wage. Everything really just sounding the same. The lamer they are, the louder they hate. I'ma make a move when I drop this. Light up on my plate. How you think I'm gonna be great? Tell me who's in your top 10. Wanna hear my name, so I keep going insane. Look, competition not an issue. Low ceiling, mind your head. Too much of that ego, got more pride than a lion's den. On the web they telling lies, and we could tell got spider sense. 2 rules, I get it done. If it doesn't work, then I try again. My money count, I got a speech impediment too. Stuttering, I play the cards I was dealt, need a new hand. Shit shuffling, my cell phone keep going off. They buzzing in, no helicopter, but they hearing me coming in like. Jeez, living inside of a dream and I don't even sleep. I'm doing it live and showing the speed. Ironic to me cause I don't even stream. They saying I'm sick, they saying I'm blessed. Keep handing me paper, I ain't even sneeze. It's me and the team, we stay in the ball. A couple of stars and Marty Supreme. I see the look of the doubt on their face. Counting the wins as I counting the days. Rounding the base. I hit it out of the park and then out in the space. I can't even calculate hourly wage. Everything really just sounding the same. The lamer they are.
Good evening and welcome to Steadfast Breaks. This is break 406. We're breaking 2026 Top Series 1 Jumbo Hobby Blaster 3-box mix team break, and we are ready for some really good baseball. Man, I don't know if you guys have been watching baseball, but man, over here in the Herrera Steadfast household, we've been watching some really good baseball with our Halos. They're below 500, but really competitive. Had a tough series against Padres, had a really tragic event. One of our old school Hall of Famer Garrett Henderson. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit, but the boys played some really good baseball. If you're new with Steadfast Breaks, let's start there, Keen. If we're new with Steadfast Breaks, we're family breakers. It's myself, a dad, my 2 boys. I got my youngest 11-year-old Keen, top loader organizer right next to me. I always like to say a Steadfast Breaks where faith, family, and baseball collide in for a good time, and we are in for a great time. If you have not opened up Series 1, it's been a lot of fun. We've pulled a lot of really cool cards. We finally broke through, I feel like last week, on the rookie auto. Bubba Chandler on the Mojo Chrome, the $2.99 auto. That was kind of cool. We've had a lot of Legends autos. Randy Johnson, Mark McGuire, I think even Greg Maddux, and some other ones that just Darryl Strawberry, some really cool old school autos. Series 1 has been a fun rep.
Robin Yount.
Did we hit Robin Yount?
Oh, shit.
We did. I know last year I think we did Robin Yount. That was update, I think. You're not too far off, but
Actually,
yeah,
I had no idea. I was just naming a player that
I think we
was
pulled him in our
old
player break of Series 1. I think. I don't know. We have to go back and check the archives there.
I was just guessing.
You were on point. Well, you're guessing like something was behind your guessing,
My
but
guessing skills are good.
right on, guys. We're going to get this show on the road here in a second, but 2 quick announcements. Today is Monster Mash Monday, and around here at Steadfast Breaks, we do something called Monster Mash Monday. On our Monday night breaks, you get to decide for a chance to win a free pack of cards or a $5 break credit who will hit a home run during Taco Tuesday tomorrow. So if you go to our website,
it's not during Taco Tuesday.
Just a second. If you go to our website at steadfastbreaks.com/Monster Mash Monday, the link is in the chat. You can go submit who you think will hit a home run tomorrow. It doesn't necessarily have to be during our Taco Tuesday breaks, but sometime if the game is scheduled for Tuesday, April 21st, you get to decide who will hit a home run. That's the only qualification. Has to be during a day or night game sometime on April 21st. So today's the 20th. So that's our Monster Mash Monday challenge. Totally free. You enter in for free. It's a fun way to kind of challenge who you think will hit a home run. I think really what the whole idea behind it is kind of really the matchups, right? To understand, look at who is hot, who's pitching, what's the pitching matchup, left-hander, right-hander. Sometimes, I mean, Ohtani, I think Ohtani got one guess so far already. Well, you got some obvious ones, Judge, some of the big home run guys, but then you got some other ones that you might want to. They Chase DeLauder is another one that's been pretty strong so far this year. That is a
Kyle
rookie.
Schwarber.
I mean, Shorebaum, that's not a wrong guess, right? But you also got to look, is it going to be easy facing lefty? What's the lefty-righty matchup? What has he historically done against this pitcher? Maybe he's really struggled against this pitcher, so maybe I'm not going to go Kyle Schwarber. I'm going to go
Maybe
with,
the pitcher is off and he's just throwing it down and in.
yeah, you
And
never
that's
know.
what Schwarber crushes. He crushes those. And he'll even kneel down at those because they're so low and he just yanks them out of there.
So choking. If you're new around here, we will always do a full hit recap at the very end. So if you're not watching this live, you go fast forward to the very end. We'll top load all the big hits, all the rookie cards, all that stuff, inserts, all that jazz. So Monster Mash Monday, we'll do recap at the very end. Last announcement I want to say right off the top as I start opening up our blaster box is we have Taco Tuesday tomorrow. And around here, Taco Tuesdays, we like Taco Tuesday because we eat tacos on Taco Tuesday, but we have during our Taco Tuesday breaks, we always throw in a free bonus box as part of our Taco Tuesday break. So if you're in tonight's break and our Monday breaks, Monster Mash Monday, those auctions end for Taco Tuesday end here in about an hour and a half. And so if you want to jump in, we are offering free shipping. If you're in tonight's break, we're offering free shipping for our Taco Tuesday break. So if you want to double down your favorite teams, we are doing a Heritage, 2 Hobby Box Top 2026 Topps Heritage break tomorrow for Taco Tuesday. We finally broke through with a red ink auto last week, so that was kind of fun. So you never know what Heritage. It's kind of like a Where's Waldo, short prints and variations are really kind of a big part of that set. So I hope we can join us for Taco Tuesday, free shipping for those, and be in for that free bonus. Okay, Keen, let's do this. 406 2026 Topps Series 1. Here we go. Open at the blaster. Keen, we got some exciting news. Not only did you got a first with your team last week, but then you had some exciting news. Give me a little rundown. Baseball for you. Up until last week's breaks, your team had not won a game. And give me the update, Kian.
So on Thursday, we played the Royals and we dominated.
Man, Bobby Witt, you dominated Bobby Witt?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
You know.
Continue.
We beat the Royals 12-10. I think it was 12-5 in the last inning. I can't remember if it was like the bottom of the 6th or something. But yeah, but then they scored like 5 runs.
As you're talking, Kian, I'm gonna go with Blaster. Here we go. Keep talking.
Then they scored 5 runs and it was like, uh-oh, but we got the last out by like a hit robbery, and it was a crazy catch. It was awesome because it was our first win. We were just crazy, you know.
Crazy. What part did you play in the team victory? How did you do personally?
I pitched
Cal
2
Raleigh, maybe
innings,
Foil?
and the first I only allowed 1 run per inning, so I only allowed 2 runs, and yeah.
And one of those was unearned run too. So
Oh yeah,
Jacob Wilson,
1
35th.
earned run, and then allowed 2 runs.
What was something? How'd you feel pitching wise? I think it was a big step forward and kind of
I felt really good
pitching wise.
The first inning, I had my command because I only threw 1 ball.
I mean, you were locked in. You were locked in the zone. You're all around the zone, and it wasn't like you were throwing meatballs down the pipe too. I mean, you were hitting your corners, hitting your spots, and challenging batters, and kind of people had to be aggressive, and sometimes they're kind of you were able to stretch the zone a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So man, fantastic. Got a team victory. You were, I think, a solid part about, I mean, and other teammates stepped up too. I mean, some guys that had pitched the first couple innings, just, I think of Hunter and a couple others that did really, really well. So there's Jonah Tong on the base rookie.
Yeah.
So then you play a second game on Saturday. Tell me how that game went.
It was neck and neck. The whole game, literally, the first inning, they scored 3 runs. We scored 3 runs. Next inning, they scored this amount of runs, and then we scored this amount of runs. It was literally every single inning we had the same amount of runs. except in I think it was either the bottom of the sixth or bottom of the seventh. We had gone over our drop dead time. We were just like, we don't care. We're gonna keep going because it was tied. And then it was not a very good inning. It was not a very good defensive inning for us. And they scored 5
You're talking about
runs.
the last inning?
And it was 18-13. Now, when we were coming out of that dugout, we were just like,
Silver pack. We'll save that at the very end.
we weren't feeling very good. We were a little down, so that did not feel good. But then we came back out, hitting, and we tied it up. We scored 5 runs. We tied it up. 2 outs. Runner on second and third. The batter, number 7,
Yours truly.
Ian Herrera. And well, okay, let's see. And the pitch, single up the middle to score the run. A walk off by Ian Herrera.
Man, first career walk off in your little league pony career. Well, pony league pony. It's not. It's not. It's not little league, but your first career walk off in your baseball career. How'd it feel, man? I know you were excited. You know, coming off your first team victory and really kind of you putting some, some zeros on the board and really kind of shutting guys down and only allowing a 1 earned run over 2 innings. And I think that felt really good to kind of, help solidify your first team win and then to come in and have an opportunity. And really this game was, I think, a step forward. You had some really good at bats. Your first at bat, got a double down the line.
I got a double against one of my friends that goes to my school.
That's always nice. That's always nice to get
it. And then I also got a ground out, but it was good because it was an RBI.
Yep.
So I was okay with that. And that, I think, tied the game, I'm pretty sure, again.
At the
so
time,
I was
yeah.
like, I don't really care as long as I just get that.
It's a productive out, right?
That run in, yeah.
100%.
And then, yeah, that single, I couldn't ask for more.
Oh, man.
That was all I was hoping for, because if I'd gotten out at first, it didn't really matter if they got him out at home. If I had gotten out at first, then game over.
Yeah, so true.
Or, well, we'd go to the next inning, but we didn't really want to do that. So, because our pitcher was already past his limit, so we are just like,
man, yeah, it was a nail biter. I mean, that game was such a good game. The time in your league right now, you have a time limit, and that time limit came, and you guys were tied in the 6th inning, right? Because you went to the 7th inning, right? Or was it the 5th inning? You went to the 6th inning.
The 5th inning.
I think you're right. I think it went to the 5th inning. Time limit went up, and then the coaches and umpire were like, "Hey, if you want to play another game, coaches, do you agree? Do you want to play one more and not leave it on a tie?" And they both decided, let's keep it rolling. And that was awesome, man. It was it was
not good for us because they scored 5 runs automatically and we came back. That was really good.
But that's the thing is you guys were the home team, and every single time they scored, you had an answer to it. You never came back in the bottom inning and didn't match what they did. I think only 1 inning you guys scored 1 run short, and the next inning you made up for it. But
no, we were always tied.
You guys were always. I think the last inning you scored 1 more run in terms of not the last inning, but the inning that you tied and ended it there. You scored 1 more run in that bottom than you did the previous inning to match it. But because there's 1 inning that I think they blanked you guys, and they only scored 1 run in that top inning. But it was fantastic, back and forth, and for you to get that victory up top was awesome. We got Cam Schlittler base rookie. Oh man, he was so exciting. And I think the big thing is you put a good swing on it. And sometimes the ball doesn't roll the right way. Sometimes it just doesn't always work that way. But for you to be in that opportunity and embrace the moment, I know looking at your body language up there, I was super proud of you because it didn't look like you were nervous. Although I'm sure you probably felt a little bit nervous.
I was like, in my mind, no, my body was feeling like, I was like, okay, it's all down to this. If I get out, we're done. But if I get a hit, we're good. And I was like, but I had the confidence in my mind. I was like, I've hit 2 singles off this guy before. I'm pretty sure I can do it again.
Mm-hmm.
And this time, instead of pulling it, I hit it up the middle, and it was above his head, and it bounced, and the shortstop bobbled it. The second baseman missed it. It went under his glove. Well, it was just a tough play. He had to come from far away. Um, and then, yeah, it was just
It's
like,
great. It most definitely was a single. There was no like air in place. Obviously, that the game in itself. Ooh, what is this? No way! What a massive hit! Aaron Judge on the home field advantage. These have been super tough. We talked about this last week. I'm sorry to interrupt the story, but Ken, we talked about this last week. We had yet to hit a home field advantage, and these have been super, super tough. And there is probably not, other than Shohei Ohtani, there probably isn't a better player to hit on the home field advantage. And man, this is a massive one. Congratulations, New York
wow.
Yankees. Home field advantage for the Judge. All rise. Let's go.
I
Wow, what a
thought you were gonna
massive
say,
hit.
"All hail,
No, not all hail. All rise. All hails to the
all
one and only
right,
Jesus.
all
That's it. But
hail, King
all
Jesus."
rise the Judge. Only in New York, not in Anaheim, and not in here at Steadfast Breaks. But wow, what a massive hit. Congrats, Yankees. Yankee spot. Man, that's a big card. I'm super pumped because we have yet to, and I looked at that and I was like, this is a different back. I have yet to see. This is a different back because I think in previous years, the back was like
Kinda
it was
more like
definitely
the
was
front.
different than this. So I this when I saw that and then I saw HA and I'm like, that's got to be home field advantage, and surely it was. Wow, and that I think those are the prices of those. I mean, 3-4 years ago, home field advantages were probably like even a Judge. You could probably get it for maybe 30-40 bucks. It really wasn't super expensive, but I think this year they have gone up. I'm talking hundreds of dollars um, for some of the like the key superstars. And it may even be more close to that 400 or 500 range too. That's pretty. I mean, the value is there. I think it's because they're so rare to hit. Dylan Beavers on the 35th. So, man, to recap what the game this past weekend, I'm super proud of you, Ken. Super proud of your team for not giving up, to stay in the fight. And, I've telling you guys all year, you got to believe in yourself. And I think, it starts in your mind. Obviously, it starts, how well you prepare to the game, as Joey Bart in the Ring before, how you prepare for the game. And you come mentally prepared. Good things are going to happen. You put yourself in a position to win. What I love about that game and you putting yourself for that game is that we went to the fields the day before pitching, the day of morning, you put some hitting and fielding in, and sometimes that practice doesn't always convert into immediate success, but
Yeah, literally
I've been
that morning before the game, we practiced hitting grounders and fielding and stuff like that.
Yep, you, me, and mom, and we went to the fields and got some work in, and and that's I've always told you that it's not always going to turn into translate. Oh no, we got auto, a green auto. I'm gonna say that for the
Oh
end here.
no, why'd you say oh no?
Like, oh no, like this is a crazy good box. Last hobby box too. Last week's hobby box. What do we pull? We pulled a heavy lumber, right? Bobby Witt, and then that was the Bubba Chandler. We got the Mojo Chrome auto, and I think we got an auto out of that box too. So we pulled two really good hobby boxes this week and last week. So wow, some really good hits. Tim, sounds like a really good fun. It was a fun game. And Tim, I think do you have the Yankee spot? I'm pretty sure. I thought I saw your name on the Yankee spot. So if that is, what a great card that Judge is, man. That's awesome. Hopefully that goes to the PC and no shame in selling and flipping it too if you want to get top dollar, because that maybe now's the time. Julio Rodriguez on the 35th. But super proud of you, Keen. Like I've always said, put the work in. I'm a firm believer that if you put the work in over the course of time, it will pay off. It will show in some part of your game. Here we go. Auto green. It should be to 99. I don't recognize that face. I can't see the team.
Rafael Devers.
Oh, that doesn't look. Is it Devers? No, Braves.
Wait, it's not. Oh,
Andrew Jones. This is
I
an
was gonna
old
guess
school.
him.
I don't think you'd have guessed Andrew Jones. You do know who Andrew Jones is? He is not a current player.
Yes.
No, you do not know who Andrew Jones is.
He's a rookie.
He is not a rookie. He's a retired player.
It was a trick
Andrew
question, Dad.
Jones.
It was a trick answer.
Wow, Andrew Jones. This should be to 99,
He's
and
the
it
guy
is.
on the box, right?
80. No, that's Hank Aaron.
I
Kidding
know.
me? 87 out of 99, Andrew Jones.
I'm
Wow.
just trying to
What a
mess
nice
with you.
hit. That's a nice surprise. Braves, congrats. Tim said, yes, I do. Well, congrats, Tim, on the home field advantage. Those are super tough pulls, man. I hope that card looks pretty clean, too. I would say in the top left, maybe, but it's kind of hard because the foil is uneven sometimes. But for so far, it looks pretty clean. I don't know how much of how good of a grade it would get, but I know you've been starting to grade some cards. Maybe that might be one to consider grading. There's Bubba Chandler, good rookie. We'll sleeve him up, top load him later. All right, last stack. This box has been very, very good. I can only imagine how good the jumbo's been. I mean, historically speaking, and I think generally speaking, over the course of our breaks, jumbos have been consistently good. We got a gold, Kian. Ceddanne Rafaela on the gold foil. Wow, Boston Red Sox have struck. This is going to be 47 out of 50 for the Boston Red Sox. Ceddanne
Where we go,
Rafaela.
box.
Wow, man.
Where we go, box.
A
So
gold,
far.
a home field advantage, a green auto. Wow. Man, let's go. Not too shabby, I gotta say.
Those are my friend, and teammate. He was really upset at one of our players because I think they made three errors in one inning. The one inning that they scored 5 runs.
Mhm.
And he was really mad at him. But he was also really amazed because it was at the bottom of our lineup, and they didn't get out. There was only 2 people who got out. And so he was amazed. He was like, "What?" He was like, "He's just crazy to him," because I think we started at. I think I ended the inning last time, and then we went through our whole lineup. So it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I mean, you guys, that's the thing is you got to put those kind of rallies. Everybody's got to chip in.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to make some contact with the ball, get some key walks, work counts, and make good choices, not get picked off. There's 2 silver packs, save that at the very end. So super proud. And that's the thing is, baseball is one of those sports where it is very much a team sport. There is very little empty box. Sometimes as a superstar, or maybe even as not necessarily even as a superstar, but as the best player in your team, sometimes opponents, if you're so good and you're the only good player, they'll take the bat out of your hand by giving you intentional walk, and you can't do nothing. And so it's one of those sports where it's harder to be a
Can they actually
superstar.
do that in our league?
Why not? Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think they can say intentionally walk. They'll have to throw an intentional ball, but you can just stand up and play catch, yeah. But I say that all to say it's much a team sport. It's hard to be a superstar and carry your team to victory. If you're a pitcher, that's where you can really kind of put your fingerprint on a game. And, if you can pitch, be efficient with your pitches and stand your pitch count and maybe potentially pitch the whole game, for sure that can, that can really make a huge impact. But if you're going to put some strengths and victories together, you have to do it as a team, and there has to be contribution from, all parts of the lineup. So, and your team did it. Super proud of you guys. We got a Ryan Pepiot Sand-Glitter for the Rays, and Jacob Melton on the 35th anniversary, and PCA on the greatest hits. One thing too that I have to highlight, Keenan, I'm super proud of you, and I want to continue to challenge you to be a leader on your team. And it's hard. It's hard when, and you were a victim of that too, in terms of making errors, right? You have not been perfect, and there was a key error in that last inning that you were part of. But then you made a great play too, to really, it was kind of a superstar type play, really kind of But then you have those moments where you're like, oh, I totally messed up. But
But you gotta watch it and move on to the next play. Don't let it
exactly.
affect you.
Exactly. And it's okay to recognize in that moment that I messed up, but it's so important to kind of turn the page and get right back to work. You know, especially if there's still ball game left and there's still outs left to be had. There's still life left. You gotta stay in the game, never give up, and your team did it. So super proud of you, and it's so important to when your team mates. There's a Sangletter PCA. You got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on the 35th, and Mike Trout on the greatest hits. So important when your teammates make errors and that you support them. Obviously, challenge them, right? You know, especially if you know if it truly is just a mistake, right? It's not. I don't care, or an
Yeah,
intentional like I don't want to be here.
Then
Because
I would be like, hey,
come
just
on,
don't
dude.
show up then.
Exactly, like but
We can have another player fill in your spot so we can get more people rotationing through.
exactly. So, but if it's not that, to be encouraging, right? Because there's gonna be moments where you're gonna let the team down, and you hope that your teammates can pick you up, and you hope that as a pitcher, and sometimes when your infielders maybe don't produce the outs that you would hope them to do, you got to pick it up, and so. Ooh, I think we got our first Independence Day, Kian. This is going to be to 76. All right, let me go these for cards first. We got a Rainbow Foil, Rhett Lauder, Future Stars, 35th Anniversary, Nolan Arenado. We got Bryce Harper on the big ticket player. And then behind this is our first, I'm pretty sure, because 76 is the Independence Day, right? Let me flip it this way. No way. It's a good one.
Is it Independence Day?
Gold Cup Jacob Wilson. Wow, let's go. And they've done this the last couple of years where it's the American flag over the border of the card. I think they started doing that back in 2024. Oh man, it's such a beautiful card. Jacob Wilson. And I love it's on the Gold Cup. This is a good one. A young superstar for the Sacramento A's. Wow, very nice card. We got a lot of firsts today. Our first independence, our first home field advantage.
Our first gold out of 50. Our first.
No, we've gotten a gold out of 50 before.
Okay,
for
fine.
sure.
Our first Cedon Rafaela gold out of 50. Our first Andrew Jones numbered auto. Our first Andrew Jones auto.
I think that is our first Andrew Jones auto in general, but I'm talking about
Rafaela numbered card.
Yep.
Our first big hit Judge card, and our first big hit Jacob Wilson card, and our first Jacob Wilson numbered card, and then first Jacob Wilson Independence Day card. So yeah, a lot of firsts. I'd agree, Dad.
You got jokes. I think this is an auto here. Let's see. Let's save that for last. Out of this stack, we got a Sangletter, Zach McKinstry, Mike Schmidt on the 35th, Julio on the profiles, and for our next auto, it should be an on card on the 35th. Dun 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 dun. No way. Eric Davis, 1099. All these old school Hall of Famers. Now I'm pretty sure I'm not 100% sure if Eric Davis is in the Hall of Fame or if he's just in the Hall of Fame for the Cincinnati Reds. What is an old school player, though? To 99, another old school to 99. Andrew Jones on the Baseball Stars to 99, green. And then Eric Davis. Wow, cool auto too. His auto, the way he curves that at the end of his name there, it reminds me of. Do you remember we pulled an auto of Andre Dawson for the Cubs, and he has I feel like he's a very similar auto. He kind of curves the last letter of his name. Very cool. Man, Eric Davis, let's go.
Yeah, all in all, baseball's been really fun.
And you guys I turned around the season. I know there was a point where you're like, man, I don't know, this is really discouraging. And I told you to keep your head up, and you just never know. Baseball's one of those sports. No matter how bad you're playing, things can turn. If you continue to put your head down and keep working. There's Roman Anthony rookie card.
At one point in time, I
Never know what can happen.
I thought that we weren't gonna even win one single game.
Yeah, I bet you a lot of your players thought that too. And I kept telling you, even that first game you guys won. I remember walking on the field and telling you, "Hey, ready to win tonight?" And And a lot of you guys would be like, I hope so. And it kind of was like a very not optimistic, I hope so, right? It wasn't like, ooh, we got to randomize this one. Rainbow Foil,
Wait, what'd
Free,
you
Garrett
say?
Crochet,
Walking off the
Rodon, ALE, American League wins leaders. So we'll definitely.
walking off the field.
35th anniversary, Ken Griffey Jr. and Jazz Chisholm on the 2025 All Tops team. Walking onto the field, I was actually walking away, and you guys, there's some of your teammates. Because I had dropped you off. We came to the field early to
Okay.
practice pitching and kind of get some early work in. And I remember heading back to my truck and telling some of your teammates, you guys ready to win tonight? And even some of your coaches, well, I hope so. It was kind of like a very,
Like
not a very
please,
optimistic, yeah, you know, yeah, we got this one, like a positive attitude. That's tough, right?
I actually had told you, I was like, if we're gonna win a team, I feel like it has to be the Royals, because I felt like the Royals were the team that we could beat the most.
Yeah, well, I don't think that way necessarily. It's Kyle Teal, nice rookie card, but
Really?
no, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I think there are several teams you can very much win for sure. No way, out of 25. Orange Arizona Diamondbacks Sangletter. Wow, team card. Let's go. Wow, some really good cards tonight. 5 out of 25 for the Arizona
well,
Diamondbacks.
at first I thought you said out of 5. I was like, what?
Out of
No,
25.
you said 5 out of 25, and then I was like, when you said 5, I was like,
Nice card. Beautiful. D-backs a little, man, we're spreading the wealth today. You got D-backs, Reds, Red Sox, Braves, Yankees, A's. All these are different hits for different teams. So I like that. When there's a rainbow foil of Jose Ramirez. You got Jacob Mizraska in the 35th and big ticket player Aaron Judge.
feeling pretty good about tonight too. So yeah.
Yeah, so game tonight, obviously it's going to be a good one. Hopefully the rain, the clouds are forming. No doubt about that. It's going to be tough to get a game in. You hope that you get a few innings worth that you can make it an official game because the forecast says 100% chance of rain tonight. So, and it's kind of been sprinkling a little bit even as of a little after
During
school.
our
And
lunch at school,
you can
it was
it's
raining.
it
Yeah,
just
like,
looks like it's going to rain outside. The clouds are forming and the sun is nowhere to be found here in California.
there is some light, but I mean,
It's pretty. I don't see
when
any
there's
sun.
rain,
All right, we got
there's
Jorge Soler to 2026,
thunder.
509 to 2026. You got CJ Abrams on the Sangletter, Colson Montgomery on the 35th, big ticket player Vladdy Guerrero Jr., and then a major league material of Chase Burns. Okay, I'll take it. Let's go, rookie
Okay,
Chase
Reds have taken
Burns.
the lead.
Wow, very nice hit for the Reds. I'm gonna give you this a top low key. I'm gonna put a sleeve on it.
Come on, give it to someone
This one's gonna be a
else, like-
player worn memorabilia, but nice nonetheless. He's one of the better rookie pitchers for sure. So very nice hit there for the Reds. So now Reds have gotten on the 2 hits, auto and a relic. So
Give it
they're
to
taking the lead.
Jacob Mizraski. We already have a Cincinnati Reds.
All right, a few more packs. Here we go. See what else we can pull, Ken. I don't know, man. Our Halos have been doing. And I mentioned the very beginning break is super sad. And if you guys know, Garrett Anderson, who used to play for the Angels, passed away on Friday. One of the most prolific left-handed hitters to ever wear an Angel jersey. Prolific, like high profile, really powerful. He was a great left-handed hitter and player for the Angels. Leads a lot of stats for the Angels. Career batting average and doubles and a lot of different things. And Mike Trout is right behind him in several things. But bottom line, he's very young, man. Gabriel Moreno on the rainbow foil, Cunha on the 35th, and first pitch, Kelvin Sampson. But super sad. He was only in his early 50s, or maybe mid 50s, and it was not it was a very sudden, unexpected passing of him, and super sad. And my heart was broken. Ooh, we got a bonus auto, our bonus relic. But man, I was super sad. But the Angels had a fantastic tribute to him on Friday, and I was so thankful that the Angels really highlighted his life, what he's meant to Angel fans and to the franchise. He was a huge part. He was even an announcer the past couple years on and off for post game recaps and pre-game analysis. And I love one of my favorite moments. Let's look at this card here and I'll share that favorite moment. We got Terry Skubal 35th, Trout on the profiles. And what do we got here? Christian Yelich relic card on the 35th. So a bonus relic and a Sangletter for Pearson Ole. So nice little bonus hit there. Brewers on the board with a it is a game used memorabilia. Let's go. We'll take it. Brewers, this jersey, white jersey action. Let you top load it. All right, last pack. As I share my favorite moment, our only as a we're huge Halo fans. I'll be keen. You're part Halo, part Phillies fan, and our only World Series the Angels ever won was in 2002, and Garrett Anderson was a major part of that Game 7 against the Giants in Anaheim, and he came through with the go-ahead bases clearing double, scored 3 runs, 3 RBI double. It was a beautiful hit, and my favorite part about that is that he gets on second base, and the guy, I mean, the stadium was just exploding with noise and cheering and such excitement. And he's on second base, and he just given a little simple clap, just a simple clap. His I don't even think he smiled, to be honest. He just was like, it's as if he expected that to happen. He's always been known as kind of a stoic player, not a whole lot of emotions. And that's something that I appreciate. And I wish our game, today's game, had a little bit more of that. There's a Rainbow Foil Trevor Larnach, 35th CJ Coffis, and Byron Buxton on the greatest hits. We got our silver packs, and then we'll do a recap. So we got a few things to sleeve here. We'll hopefully get it before a recap. But I love that because in our game today, I think there's a lot of, and I don't want to dog on that because I think celebration, you should have fun. Baseball should be fun. And I think you should show emotion on the field. That's not what I'm saying, but I think on with that said, I think there are times where there are a lot of players that will just be very dramatic on the field and will celebrate just a normal single or a normal double. And it's not a playoff game. It's not even a crucial game. It's just a, game 32 of the series or of the season. And, they're acting like they, just, won MVP of the world. It's just like, I feel like
that was kind of me when I hit, well, it was my first double of this season so far. And I'm usually like, I'll hit singles, but it's kind of rare for me to hit doubles.
Yeah, you haven't had too many doubles. And like I said, there's nothing wrong to be excited. I mean, get excited. That's not what I'm saying at all. But picking your moments where you're excited. Not everything has to be a celebration. Not every hit and not every time you get on base has to be like, I'm King Kong and I'm top of the world and I'm the top dog, right? You should feel that way. And I think you should play that way. But maybe the celebrations don't always have to be,
yeah,
an hour long.
Did you see my celebration on second?
No, I did not. Silver pack. This one's coming from the jumbo box. What'd you do?
It was like,
Did you? All right, let's see here. Last week we pulled an auto out of the silver pack, so maybe we got a little. That came from the hobby box. These are coming from the jumbo. We got Cole Young, Roman Anthony. That's a good one. Rafael Devers and Yanquiel Fernandez. All right, pack 2 from the jumbo. Don't forget tomorrow, Taco Tuesday. Get your bids in. We're going to be doing a 2026 Topps Heritage 2 Hobby Box team break. If you're in this break, you get free shipping. No matter if you win 1 team or 10 teams, you get free shipping. We got Dansby Swanson, the Judge, Ronald Acuna Jr., who the Braves are playing really good baseball right now, and then Bobby Baseball. All right, last pack.
Hobby Box. Come on, Hobby Box.
Hobby Box produced an auto last week. Can it do it again? I don't know. Doesn't look like an auto. Let's see here. You never know. We got Bryce Matthews, Cal Raleigh, Ronald Acuna Jr., and wow, that's almost like the same exact pack, other than I guess the last 2 cards are the same. Ronald Acuna Jr. and Bobby Witt, and then those are the last 2 cards of this one, I think. Ronald Acuna Jr. and Bobby Witt. Interesting. Not the first 2 same cards. The first 2 cards were different, but the last 2 cards were the same. All right, I'm going to sleeve these guys up, and we'll do a little recap here This was break 406 2026 Tops Heritage $3 team break. We got Heritage coming right up, break 407. So stay tuned. We're going to do a little recap here, finish sleeving these guys up, and do a full little recap. Got Taco Tuesday tomorrow. Don't forget to get your bids in, get free shipping. Monster Mash Monday. If you didn't hear at the top of the break, maybe you joined a little bit late. But we have today is Monster Mash Monday. So if you have not put your votes in for who will hit a home run tomorrow for a chance to win a free pack of cards or a $5 break credit. So it's totally free. It's just a fun way to kind of challenge your baseball knowledge, kind of look at the matchups, see the lineups for tomorrow. Not every team plays every Tuesday, so you got to make first. And then on our website, we have a link to the MLB schedule, so you can kind of see who's playing who, and if your favorite team or favorite player isn't playing, maybe you can get a chance to kind of switch it up and guess who you think is playing some good baseball. There's some really a lot of good baseball, a lot of good pitching. Man, there's been some really cool stories out of the year so far. It'd be kind of interesting to see how this year pans out. So we do have a card to randomize. Let's do that first. Can you give me the dice up there, Kian? So how we do these, for all the base cards of these, we usually have enough to give to every single team, and we have some extras, so that'll be it. But this is a rainbow full, and we do not have extras of this one. So this one, we're gonna have to randomize. And how we do this is we roll the dice, and for if it's a 1-2, it goes to player left, 3-4, player in the middle, or 5-6 goes the player on the right. So in this case, really, you got two Yankee teams. So if it's 1-2 or 5-6, it's going to the Yankees. If it's 3-4, it's going to the Boston Red Sox. So Ian's going to gently drop the dice right over our SB logo here on the map. So if you can just put your hand right here and gently drop it and go. Ooh, do it over. We got to do it on the screen. So just gently drop it. Get a little lower maybe. Boom. And it is a 1. So a 1 means it's going to Max Fried and the Yankees. Keen, if you could put a little Yankee stick-it note on that would be fantastic. All right, guys. So a little recap here. Man, we got our first home field advantage, our first Independence Day. Some really good cards here. Let's see. Let's do a little recap here. I got a bonus hit out of the jumbo box. I got a 20 to orange parallel, a gold. 2 numbered autos. Some really, really nice cards today.
Max Fried's name's also another way to say it is fried.
Fried.
Max Fried
He got fried.
by the Angels because the Angels beat him 11-4.
That is true. They did. He's a good pitcher, though. Yeah, you got to take your victories when you get them against him.
So sure he was that good that time, but
all right, this is break 406 2026 Top Series 1 Jumbo Hobby $3 team break. These are Sangler, CJ Abrams, Pearson Ole, Zach McKinstry, PCA, and Ryan Pipio. For our silver pack Mojo Chrome cards we got from our silver pack cards, or white pack, I guess they're not silver in this series, they're white, but Yankel Fernandez, Devers, Roman Anthony, Cole Young, Bobby Witt, Ronald Acuna Jr., Aaron Judge, Dansby Swanson, Bobby Witt Jr., Ronald Acuna Jr., Cal Raleigh, and Bryce Matthews. These will all be top loaded as well. A lot of these inserts will be top loaded. We just were able to sleeve up during the break. We got Bryce Harper, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Aaron Judge, and PC on the big ticket player insert for our 2025 All Tops team. We got Jazz Chisholm Jr. and the Unicorn, Shohei Ohtani. For our rainbow foils, we got Rhett Lauder, Trevor Larnach, Gabriel Moreno, Jose Ramirez, Joey Bart, Dylan Smith, and Cal Raleigh. For our notable rookies, we'll make sure to top load these as well. We got Owen Casey, Mizorowski, Basayo, Carson Williams, The Password, Cam Schlittler, Kyle Teal, Roman Anthony, Mizorowski, McLean, Chandler, Tong, Mizorowski, Jack Caglione, Colson Montgomery, Chase Burns, Bubba Chandler, Sam Basayo, Cam Schlittler, Carson Williams, Owen Casey, Jonah Tong, and Chase Burns. For our 35th anniversary, we got Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Nolan Arenado, Colson Montgomery, CJ Coffis, Tarek Skubal, Ronald Acuna Jr., Ken Griffey, Jacob Mizrowski, Mike Schmidt, Jose Altuve, Jacob Melton, Nolan Ryan, Julio Rodriguez, Mookie Betts, Dylan Beavers, Ryan Sandberg, and Jacob Wilson. For our spring training parallels from the Blaster, we got Adam Frazier, Jackson Holiday, and Quinn Priester. For our profiles insert, we got Julio Rodriguez, Mike Trout, Ichiro, and Paul Skeens. Greatest hits, Mike Trout, Byron Buxton, PCA, and Roman Anthony. And we got one hollow foil from the Blaster, Nico Horner. We got 2 Titans of the game, Aaron Judge and James Wood. 4 stars of the MLB, Samuel Basil, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Jacob Wilson, and Shohei Ohtani. And 2 first pitches, Kelvin Sampson and Jackie Hornung for the Mets. And the notable hits from the stand. Man, we got some really cool cards. We got a bonus relic from the Jumbo Box. First one was a Major League Material Chase Burns rookie player worn memorabilia, and then a nice game used memorabilia on the 35th anniversary for the Milwaukee Brewers and Christian Yelich. Very nice hits there. We only got 1 gold border parallel, Jorge Soler to 2026, 509 to 2026. That's because we got some really low numbered cards. We got our first Independence Day, Jacob Wilson on the Gold Cup. Really nice hit there. This is going to be 7 out of 76. Wait, what is his number? What number is Jacob Wilson?
Number 5.
I wonder if it's a jersey number. 7. I don't see his jersey number on the back here. I thought maybe it was a lower.
I'll search it up.
Interesting. I wonder if that's 7. And then we got a gold foil to 50, Ceddanne Rafaela. This is going to be 47 out of 50. And then 1 orange on the sand glitter team card for the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's going to be a 5 out of 25 for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Nice hit there. And then my favorite card, no doubt about it. I've been saying this since we opened up. I was hoping that we get at least 1 home field advantage and 1 all aces
5,
are all.
I was right.
5?
Yeah.
Oh man, just missed it by 2 numbers. It was a 7 out of 76. So nice hit there for the A's. But home field advantage, we could check that off. We got a home field advantage and a nice one. Aaron Judge. All rise, let's go. And I love this. You got the 61 Street, Yankee Stadium.
King Jesus.
Let's go. All hail King Jesus and all rise for Aaron Judge. And then 2 beautiful autos, old school. We went old school, little ride back in the time machine here. Eric Davis to 99, 19 out of 99 for the Reds on card auto. And then Andrew Jones, old school, for the Braves. This is going to be out of 99 as well, 87 out of 99. So 2 old school players, a little throwback down memory lane, and then a beautiful home field advantage. Maybe next break we're gonna get all kings or all aces. We need to get that. We got to check that one off, man. We have yet to do that. So
not an all kings.
This is a break 406. We have a theme verse around here, and it is Proverbs 4:26.
And it is this: give careful thought to the path for your feet, and be steadfast in all your ways.
Guys, hope you have a fantastic night. Don't forget, Taco Tuesday is tomorrow. Those auctions end here in the next 45 minutes. If you win any auctions, you get free shipping, no matter if you win 10 more teams or 1 more team. Free shipping for Taco Tuesday if you're in our Monday breaks. Don't forget to register for Monster Mash Monday, steadfastbreaks.com/Monster Mash Mondays. Get your guesses in on who will hit a home run tomorrow for Taco Tuesday. Have a blessed night. Hope you guys watch some good baseball, eat some good food. If you could throw up, if you need prayer, steadfastbreaks.com/prayer. If there's anything we can stand with you in prayer, we would love as a family. We're a family of faith, and we believe in the power of prayer. And if there's a need in your life, we would love the opportunity to pray for you. If you do pray, if you wouldn't mind throwing up a prayer for the weather to hold out. There is rain in the forecast tonight here in Northern California, and both my boys, Kian and Dathan, are scheduled to play a game, and hopefully they can get as many innings as they can before the rain.
And the
takes
rain.
place. So
No, Dad, this is
thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tam, for being in the live chat. Have a great night, guys. Any last words, Kian?
when I say thunder, it means the dirt bags. When there's rain, there's thunder.
Right on, guys. Have a great night. Break 607 is going to be happening in just a minute. We're going to switch off. Have a great night, guys. From Studio SB 14, we are Steadfast Breaks.
Peace. Thanks for being with us. We out.